My next guest serves as the inspiration for the recent film documentary, The Potato Man Murders. Legend has it that his reign of terror began in the late 19th century, spreading fear and menace across the Pacific Northwest for over 100 years. Most recently, he's been responsible for some 13 grisly deaths on a local campus. The Potato Man Murders chronicles my guest's rise from poverty to become the premier name in supernatural serial homicide. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Potato Man. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me.
So, that's quite an implement you got there.
Oh yeah. Old Rusty. We've seen some times together.
And, what is old Rusty covered with?
This stuff, it's a pain in the ass is what it is. Swear to God, once you get human blood on something, it's not coming off.
Human?
Human blood, yeah, what? You never seen Friday the 13th before?
Well, it has been a while.
Oh well. Early on, just a knife. You know, I'm using it to chop up vegetables, peel potatoes, that kind of thing. But later on, I found it was good for all kinds of jobs.
And, I'm afraid to ask what kind of jobs you're talking about.
Yeah, well, maybe that's for the best.
Okay. So, Potato Man, that's an unusual name. What is it, Irish?
Nah, it's more of a nickname, really. When I was younger, we're talking around 1880 or so, found myself between jobs. Didn't really have a place to live, so I'm camped out in the woods outside this little town. You know, I'd sneak in at night, scavenge whatever I could find. I guess people saw me. Mostly I'd end up with potatoes. I guess the name stuck.
So, but how did you become immortal?
It's a good story. So one night, I'm accused of raping this girl. So all the townsfolk, they're chasing me down, torches everywhere, and they throw this sack on my head. Next thing I know, I'm hanging from a tree branch.
But how did you survive?
I tell you, when you're hanging from a tree branch with a broken neck, you got a lot of time to think. And mostly what I was thinking about was how pissed off I was getting. And then just out of nowhere, there's this voice, and it's like, yo, potato. And I'm like, yeah? And he's like, potato. And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, got a bargain for you here. And I'm like, all right, I'm listening. He says, I got a way for you to get back at these guys.
But, who is this voice?
You're not going to believe this, but it's Satan.
Are you serious? Satan? The Dark Lord himself?
Oh, you know it. And he's telling me all I got to do is hand over my soul, and I'm going to get all the power I need to seek vengeance throughout the centuries. That's what I was thinking, yeah.
So, what's up with the frat boys you killed a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, well, you know, there's a poet in me. So I figure, in an ironic twist of fate, I'm just gonna hunt down rapists who'd gone unpunished by the law. And I started with the guy who did the girl who I was accused of raping in the first place.
And, who is this guy?
Yeah, it's the girl's own father.
Oh! That's not cool. But, how does this tie into the murder of the frat boys?
Frat boys, rape. Jesus, I know what they're doing on a Saturday night.
Okay, very funny. So, but unfortunately, our show is coming towards an end now. Boo! Calm down. But, our guest did promise, a demonstration of his unique talents.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on now, you promised.
All right.